Good afternoon, सबको मेरा नमस्कार. This is International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chesson to this intermediate training session. क्या हो गया इसका? Yes. I can say yeah. Rubinstein. Okay, fine. Now it's okay. So, so today I will discuss the games of Petrosian and some games of Smysl from yesterday. Also, I will show some games from the latest top games going on. Virabhadra Singh sent me. Hello, Devers, Suresh Bhai Chavda, Dina Patel, Virabhadra Singh, Ramakrishna, Vatsal Parik, and Venkatesan. All are welcome. Boys stream, hello. So let us have a look at some games from the latest play zone, live chess. White is Grishchuk and black is Nakamura. Actually, I did not download the, I mean, games which are drawn, the decisive games, winning or losing. And I found out they are playing tooth and nail, pound for a pound. I mean, just uh, go for the win at any cost. So, even risking to lose the game, pound for pound. Okay, this is a fashion nowadays that going to Royal Upper's roundabout way. Now, the other variation is to play BB3, waiting for knight A5 to come, or knight D2, idea BB3 and BC2. It's just Royal Upper's. So, now, not willing to exchange, of course, the idea bishop before I save the bishop. This is possible to play S3 here. This is one possibility, but without wasting time, Grishchuk goes for piece play. You are not giving a pawn, basically counter attack will come. Now B3 is practically forced. After Bg4, this is practically forced. So I would consider the game to be slightly better for white. Center. Yesterday I saw a game. Who is that? Daniel Dubo, and white was Mikhail Kobalija. I saw a similar game today from this play zone. Now the game is absolutely fine, and suddenly the white creates an imbalance. That is what I say. This specialty with modern young grandmaster, they are not happy with equality. They want to win at any cost. Yesterday also another news from the post of Grandmaster Rashid Giatirino. I found out that Sendaro, a 15-year-old boy from Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan, he was banned by FIDE for using engine. I will show that position. If it is possible, I will show that position. Because it is really amazing to see that grandmasters, many grandmasters did not see that tactics, but Sindaro found and engine found it. Very interesting tactics. So here, this is a beautiful move. Basically, queen takes pawn, he will play bishop g5 and pick up the piece. So that means the grandmasters are aware of the radius of their pieces. So this is a simple move. You don't have to a 2700 player. Even a 2300 player can find this. It takes challenge. So pawn takes pawn. And now the end game. Necessary. Bishop takes queen. White is better. Bishop takes knight takes d7. White is better. So only move. Now again only move. So white stands better practical chances here. White has bishop pair and some space. So, however, this queen side is not fully secure. Going for queen h5, going all out for a win. I think now queen side of black is secured, and the white position is shaky now because the f line is open, and it is not advisable to take such risk. Now rook f7, rook f6. The problem has started. Whatever you do, it is now getting bad. Queen check is coming h1. Very well played. Hikaru now take miss no chance he misses and wants to open against the white king. So actually there is nothing to do. It is only white pressed hard. At the moment, the position white pressed hard. This position is okay. This is very risky business. Of course, if you play normal way, then probably it is a normal way coming like this, and the game will be equal. So they are not satisfied. Ramakrishna, did you see the games, tennis games? No, I could not. Yesterday I was very busy. I will see that, Ramakrishna. I will see that. Give me some time. I have done Karokan for white side some game plan variations. I will do Karokan for black, but I must finish this series. You know, I have started a series, the World Champion series. I have gone up to Smyslov. Next, I will go to, Petrosian. Next, I will go to Spassky. Next, Tal, Fischer. So let me finish the series. I will do that Taroka. No, it is not boring. No, the games which are only decisive I am showing. Ramakrishna, I am only showing the games which are win or loss. Dubov is great. Dubov is great. Okay, I will do the analysis. Okay, I will see that. Now the position, they are not happy with the draw and equality. So this is a risky business, and you never know. White could win the game also, but it turned out that it didn't serve him well this plan, and Grishuk lost. And that too, he has displayed the end game. You see the end game part. Normally, a position like this, it could have been a draw. Here, this end game, in my opinion, is a draw. This should be a draw. No problem. Now, after rook takes rook, it is a draw only. It is nothing more than draw. Then rook into this should draw because the rook has no access and it should be draw. The black's advantage is that the pawns are in two wings of white, so he really cannot make progress. I don't think he just can wait. It should draw. But again, it could be a time trouble and he's stressed here and this turned out to be bad. Bad position. Unnecessary giving a pawn. The same case here. White is Ian Nepomanichi, black is Alexander Grischuk, and this also to be turned out to be a double-edged position. Okay, skipping the opening, it doesn't give bishop e3, we will take it. So white is taking chance. Now rook into, knight into. Now white has taken chance. Now this is the piece play that white has got a lead in development and the black rook is not in action. This is the idea that white wants to capitalize. Willing to return the pawn for equality. Okay. On queen into pawn, the pieces will be practically exchanged by force. Okay. Now queen takes pawn, rook e8 is equal. So the stretching, now white is stretching the position. Gave the pawn. In my opinion, the game still should be a draw. Now the game should, even though black is now pawn up, this still should be a draw only. The I think that time setting, 20 minutes is not enough for such kind of games where you need to calculate a lot. You reach the ending with only 2 3 minutes left. I think it is difficult. The outside pass pawn has come. It is difficult. The a3 will come. So I think gradually the pass pawn will decide. But actually, white took chance in the position. The game was level. So yes, the player who stretches he has lost. I saw 2 3 games like that. The next game also, this is a good game. White is Levon Aronian, black is Anis Giri. In the opening, what is no, it is not given code. So here, this is also good game. This is a Velimirovic attack. The other line is coming something like F4. This is one standard plan here. White wants to castle long and attack. This is a new position actually. Now black takes chance. Look into. There is no need. At the moment, the position is just level, and I think the chances are roughly equal, and it takes unnecessary risk. Giri, good move. Now, if you play queen takes pawn, then the attack will finish. Bishop d2, and if you take, this is no more attack. Now, white has got attack. Black's initiative is over. So, good judgment, not defending. Good judgment. White has the better game. Now, open the game. Like Tal has played such a tactics in his games. The Fischer Spassky 1992 match also you have seen. Maybe I'll show you that game. Fischer Spassky 92 match. Black pieces are not coordinating. Also, now if you do not take it, next move I'm going to play e5. Then it is more worse for him. If you are not taking knight into bishop now, knight c6. Now I will play some e5. So that is no knight to knight and e5. So he plays. White is better now. This is some well calculated move by this 11. Should win exchange up. Now exchange up, it should win slowly. Now a similar situation I will show you. It happened in the game 92 match of Fischer Spassky. It should be here somewhere. It's a Spassky or maybe in the World Championship file. No, uh, Fischer. Fischer was white. Similar situation. Fischer Spassky. ये नहीं मिल रहा है Fischer Spassky. CB. This is the one. So we have just got an English attack roundabout way. I think this is not a good move at the moment. The blacks should concentrate on development. Now this is a bit premature, I believe. It should complete just develop is good move. This is the correct way to play. Okay, so Spassky took a chance. He thought driving the knight from center, it is good. And now he plays. Now black has overlooked something. Now, of course, this general calculation that if you play queen into pawn, then bishop will come and later on the attack. Bishop will come with a d5 with complication. So queen takes pawn is not the best move. But what did Spassky overlook? I mean, at this point, this is not good move. Why? Can somebody tell me? Yes, I have got that. Bubo Magnus, Hikaru Anisgiri, I have got it. I have got both this game. But please now let us discuss this game. Why this is not a good move? Why this is not good move? Why? Can somebody tell me why the position is not good for black? This position. Hello, Moria 18. Hello. There is some defect in the position. What is that? The setup chosen by black, it is not correct. No, 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 no. Taking the b4 pawn is not correct now. I don't think this is correct. This will give counterplay. If you play, then he will play here, or he may play rook here with counterplay. You may play bishop c6, rook b8, counterplay. Not correct, queen b4. Not queen b4. But the problem with the position of black, instead of playing queen b4, white will play knight b6. Not giving time. And now knight into knight, I will create a target. This is better. You don't have time for bishop c6. You do not have time. This is the problem. That Spassky overlooked this simple move. So here, and now there is no attack. Black has ended up in a passive position. So Fischer always liked the long castle. He played this safe move always. And now h6, g5, all this will come. Now this plan is clear. He will play h5, g5, h5, g6. Attack. I want to now open up the any of the files. Point is, now black attack is slow. White is already struck. Now black has to come, bring the rook. It takes time. So in the race, white is already ahead. Whatever, maybe here, you know, if you do not attack, suppose you do not attack. Now once the rook comes, then bishop f8 is all right. After the move the rook here and bishop f8, the no attack will come. So now before he could organize. Now f into g. Now pawn push means bishop into f6 will come. Sacrifice. So this is bad. That is why I played bf6. Okay, what is the plan of attack here? Now what is the how should white attack? A very nice plan demonstrated by Fischer. Very nice plan. Can somebody show me how to attack? Very beautiful plan Fischer did. Want to eliminate? Now counterplay. Now here he plays queen f3, rook into. I think this is where Spassky missed his chance. The position now this could have been black could have saved the game by playing queen f4. Because now if you come then queen h6. No problem about it. Everything is okay. Now here you come b3. This should be okay. So Spassky missed this chance. Spassky missed this opportunity of queen f4. He took the pawn and after this he played this bad move. Now queen. Now it should win. Check. Queen coming. Idea rook check. Then the winning plan is to clear the pawns. He must get rid of both the pawns. Then only you can attack. So check. Check. Pawn push. Now the same thing will come. The check will come, force the pawn, and then come back. Now whatever you do, maybe you can play some rook move, whatever. Now rook check. Now just come back. Finish. So this is a very nice idea showed by Spassky. No, I will discuss games. So I will discuss the plan. Just like it struck me because of that game. I thought I will show you that game. I must save this game. This game here. So here in the same type of position I showed you. So here this position is winning because he played unnecessarily risk, giving the sacrifice. Sorry? Whatever games no, a player has gone beyond a limit to push the game. Okay, all this is all well-known plan. Even this variation is getting very popular. This variation equal. Opening position has turned out to equal. Okay, now actually you need not have taken. This is unnecessary. You know, black is burning the boat now by playing bishop into knight. So you could play just normal chess, normal moves, rook e8, then f4. It is very normal way to play. But taking knight and pawn support pawn push. Now he is trying to win at any cost. So who is better here? Can somebody tell me who is better? The grandmaster trying in Berlin because it is difficult to crack. I will give one session for Berlin, not today, because I have to prepare some model games to discuss both sides. So, Virabhadra says white. Okay, now the whole point is now the knight is attacked. If you take it, the queen check is coming. So he played this move. Idea: you take pawn into knight, then bishop check winning the queen, or knight into rook into knight is there. But now the piece is under attack. That means you give a sacrifice, give a check, and collect the piece. But it turns out to be good for white. The point is now unnecessary complication he entered. He did not expect the rook move will come. Now knight into queen check and take it. Now the whole thing has changed now. Now the attack is no more there and the positional advantage is white. The positional advantage now white rooks are centralized. White has all central pieces. And the king side, no, there is no problem. The king is not in danger anymore. So the pressing the position, it turned out to be good for white. Okay, rook into pawn is bad. Rook into pawn, rook into bishop is there. These are only one move tactics. Now white stands better. If you exchange the queen, white has the superior position. Now rook check king g3 is there. So king g3. Now white has better center and more better open line. The problem has started. White went on to win this game. The a pawn is a target. Winning. Now very interestingly, the king escapes. Now normal player will try to hide. Normal player will not get exposed, but nowadays they calculate a lot. So This Timur Razdavu goes take and now pushes the winning. It appears to be a draw. It appears you will give check, 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 check and draw. Not happening. Check, check, check. Now, if you give further checks, he will come and hide. Now the rook will block. After further checks, king will come to a4 and rook b4 will come. So he gives this check king. Now check king. It should win now. Now one check only and off. So you can see the way this is not a position that I forced in. They try too much. At that level, it has become now cutthroat. Perhaps this is the reason I believe Gary Kasparov, did not continue in 2005 because he found his opening knowledge is no more working. He found out the young players are coming. A whole lot of predators. What you call predator? They are coming. So this cutthroat. Anand is continuing. I give credit to Anand. Despite the youngsters and their voracious players, Anand is still continuing and maintaining. Anyways, not many games. Let me show you that type of fight I found. So, e5, bishop e4. Normally, players will not go for such position. Modern era, they don't go like this. Now, for example, if you play some f4 move, now I can play a3. And now you take the position, definitely it is in favor of white. So you can see they are playing to any extent to push the position, imbalance position. White has got little better game now because white has got more space and I think it is advantage. But white pressed too much and black won the game. This is what happens. White is playing all normal move, building up. I think everything okay. This reminds me my his game. Why black is Smyslov? I will show that here. Black is Smyslov. Black is Smyslov or Petrosian. Anyway, this is I will show a game. Similar position. And now want to change queen. So in a normal game, the players will decide not to take risk. But here they so went on. Black is trying now. And now the king is active. This position, black has now taken the initiative. From a good position for white in the opening, now black has turned out to little better. There is no danger because you try to pin it, rook into pawn is coming. So there is no danger. Now g5, g4 can come. This is the point. This is the point. Playing for win at any cost. Very difficult to find. You have to take it. Now bishop check. For the exchange, black has got two pass pawn, and these four pieces are playing with against this. So now somebody may get afraid, you may get checkmated. What happens here? King, and now he will escape. There is no mate. Now the king will be very safe, very safe. So he decided to play check. Should win now. Now it is a question. Everything, all black are coordinating, and it is now race this pawn and this pass pawns. Note that he is not playing rook into pawn. He is trying to completely destroy the white king's position. Only black has chance now. It should be a draw. With correct play, if it is in a classical chess, I think this should be a draw. Exchange for a pawn, it is not difficult. But I don't know the time control. Okay, you have to play. You cannot make a progress. He wants to cover. He wants to make a cover. Everything all set now. Black is better now. Since the bishop is watching, there is no cover. Bishop is watching, the rook is watching, and now the pawn is coming. नहीं चलेगा. हो गया. Now if you play, now in the game he played this and he resigned. Because now if you queen and rook mate, and after this there is a check. There is a check is coming. Queen and rook. Initiative, it will mate. It will definitely mate. Line or mate. I will give check here, and then rook check, queen check, it will lead to mate. Or winning the queen. Okay, 15 minutes plus 10 seconds. Practically, it is a 25-minute game. Suppose you calculate, it will work like rapid game, 25-minute game. But the advantage here, in 25 minutes, last minute you can get away time trouble. Here the time trouble is not 10 seconds is there. So I would say that okay, it is not bad to play in this time control, but there are some critical positions you need time to think. Taking a decision rapidly is not correct. Usha Surya Narayan. Okay, Surya Narayan is. Sir, can you see MBL Hari Krishna opening variation was interesting. Okay, I will take. I will tell. I will see that. MBL Hari Krishna. I saw Hari Krishna game Anish Giri is here because only decisive game I have brought. So one, two, three, four decisive games. Let's have a look. You see, Daniel Dubois versus David. This is also a good game. This variation, I believe that white stands better. Strategically, white has central superiority. Black has a pawn, but white has center. So I believe white is better. For example, as I remember well, I was very much impressed by seeing the game. White was Alexander Fomini, black was Filippo. And I applied the same thing during my game against Grandmaster Sriram Jha in 2001 National Premier at Delhi. In 2001 Delhi Premier National, I had the same position as white and I won very nicely. So I remember that game. I will show you that Filippo and Fomini game. Also one more game in this position. White is better. Definitely white better. Threat. Knight into b5 is a threat now. This is a threat. I think in that game a4 was played. That Filippo Fomini. Because if you push this pawn, then one of the pawn is lost. I will come here and pawn is lost. So you cannot push that pawn. Compensation. White has better game. Double attack on h7 and c6. I think the compensation is more than enough because the full pressure on the black position. It is a risky business. I think black is now playing overplaying. This is bad. Anyway, the piece is attacked, so you don't have to worry for the loss of material. Now, opening the game is on priority. When you open the game, only white's advantage can be decisive. White has all good pieces. मेरे पास good pieces है, good pieces है, win नहीं आएगा. You have to open the position. Now he goes. White position is decisive. Very bad king side. RD7 threat. Consolidation part. Consolidation. It should win. It's all over because the bad king side. So basically, that black taking such a position, it is bad. It is winning easily now. Okay, so I would not advise anybody to go to the setup. Maybe I'll show that those two games. Those two games I'll show. Here है या नहीं है? होमिनी फिलिपो. Hmm? This is the game here. Homini in Filippo. One more game I'll show. This is also not good. So he's challenging him. Now the threat is to take the pawn, and this bishop is watching. Even if you go here, rook into rook, and I will take it. Now he's challenging him to play the end game. If you take the rook in queen into rook into with active position. So white has got the pawn back with a better game. Clear better. Now b5 pawn will fall. And black has weakness and underdevelopment. So white is clearly superior here. No need to say further. Position is plus. That what I mean to say, the whole position, one pawn is not worth here. This position is not worth to play like b5 and white gets better game. As in Fomini and Filippo, annotated by Alexander Khalifman. So the same thing happened in the last game. Then this is another one. Maybe one more. I think one only this game I have kept. Okay, I will show another one next. Magnus Carlsen versus Daniel Dubois. The position should have been a draw. Now the whole point is this is necessary. And it is also interesting to play this move. Here, on into rook e1. It is interesting. Getting rid of, but modern players, they do not believe. They want to open the game quickly. For this move, white will play d4. You unpass, I am good. If you do not unpass, then I have center. I will maintain it. So white is getting little better center. Well played. Preventing bishop d4. Fighting for center. Very well played. The world champion playing like a real world champion. Necessary. You cannot give full development. All the advantage of Benko Gambit, Sicilian. White maintains the small plus. So queen b3 check is not a problem. Now, in normal circumstances, the position is offering little chance. This is only 4-3, one extra pawn. And I don't think so. Opposite color bishop, black has centralized pieces. I don't think it is a winning chance. Probably the time control that played a decisive role. Now, white is trying to exploit the long diagonal. So, bishop into, knight into, then queen e5 will come. Bishop takes, knight takes, queen e5 is coming. So, he plays queen. Okay, the queen e5 move, as long as bishop is there, this is not having any sense. Bishop g7. Only thing you should not walk bishop into, knight into, queen e5. So, don't you think this is a draw? It should be a draw, in my opinion. This is sort of win. So 3-2. Anyway, this is pushed. Okay. Who asked and who is reserved? I don't know. It was clear dead draw till last. It was a draw. It should have been a draw. For example, I will tell you the players one game of Dubo. I will show you after this. Now, this was very well prepared. Kramny, Kasparov, Kramny, Kasparov, Anand, they all played this move. A6, BB7 and C5. Now E4, C5. All this has been tried, tested. But now, the players keep on looking for new avenue. So, he played here Bishop E7. This is also okay. In training mode. So, white is playing very good, scientifically and correctly. The position is equal. In my opinion, you cannot count on an advantage. It is only middle game or your decision making. Okay, this is very difficult to understand. I simply fail to understand now why this move. He wants to now take and play f4, capture. This is the decisive mistake. This is the mistake committed by Hari Krishna. Well, it is very difficult because you cannot calculate everything unless it is a home preparation. So I do not find the rook f1 move how useful it is. And because of this one, he got this beautiful pawn into and now bishop into. Terrific move. Now, if you capture knight into queen attack, Now pawn into bishop, knight into queen attack, knight into, and then I win the piece. Rook into. So rook into rook, knight into is coming. So now here got advantage. Now here rook. Good move. It is difficult. It is difficult to. I mean, it is imagine also. How can we win this position? Take, take. Now the point is rook into that knight d5 is coming. Knight d5, not that knight b5. Knight d5 is coming. And the queen into rook and exchange up. Maybe knight into b5 also. So knight d5, knight b5. So you cannot take it. And now white king, black king is more exposed. And even extra piece went on to win the game. Hello, Dr. Sanapati. Okay, so I leave this. So the whole point is b5 was a c5 was a crime. I will tell you that who will do this one. It is difficult to imagine, but the sacrifice is like Tal. Just I would say Tal Hübner, Karokan, that same type of sacrifice. Here, this one, this is the sacrifice comes. Just like Tal Hübner in Karokan, Rook into, and the diagonal there was a problem. Daniel Dubo versus Anis Giri. So A4. Now the point is, if you play knight into knight, white is marginally better, but it should be equal because he can play d5. Now black is preparing to play c5, so you should unpass. Now the correct move is not bishop takes. This will give a bad game. Now queen into, and if you play check, then queen here, not this bishop move again. So again queen here equal. I think black is Valery Salo. Salo played this. Now queen d6. Again I will repeat. I will not give you time to make any improvement or consolidation. Draw equal. So instead of playing this here, instead of playing knight on knight, black plays d5. A new move. White gets little better now. Little better. Playing very normal. Therefore, all normal moves. Slight better for white. A superior pawn structure and some king side plus. The pawn is a cramper. This is a cramper. And now this is a target. The square. So white is having an advantage here. Back rank clear. Red queen f1 check. Back rank clear. Now onwards the play becomes double edged. So takes. Now this is a threat. This is a threat. So he stops that. Now threat queen d8 checkmate threat. This is very sharp. In a classical chess, a player will not play like this. Check. Now extra piece will win. Whatever you do, extra piece is extra piece. Some 2-3 checks, the king will come and hide. Lost position. So I think it is positions are not really decisive, but because of the time control, the quality of the games have gone down. because of the lesser time control. But it is bringing interesting games. Suppose it is classical chess, the player will defend. You see, in a cricket match 2020, people enjoy it because every ball 4 6 4 6, how beautiful it looks. But in a test match, the same player will not go for hitting. He will play technically correct move. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2. 6 दिन जाएगा draw. In 2020, एक घंटे में गेम खत्म. So these are the things now happening. The public wants sharp play. Public wants result. अभी nobody in my time से क्रिकेट टेस्ट क्रिकेट was interesting. कौन देखेगा 6 दिन टाइम किसके पास है? एक घंटे में खत्म करो आईपीएल. अभी सेम थिंग हैज हैपेंड. चेस का क्वालिटी गॉन डाउन बट रिजल्ट चाहिए. दिस इज गुड बट players will learn less. Now if you analyze these games, you will not really learn. If you go to the classic games, you learn a lot. For example, the Daniel Dubois, I think he was shown lot of classic diagrams. Then he said, "This is Anand's game. This is Fisher's game. This is Magna's game." He kept on telling the diagram he trying to recollect and his knowledge of classical chess. Okay, do you have MBL Hari Krishna? I will check. No, no, I am having here. Veerabhadra Singh. Veerabhadra Singh sent me all those games, so I am having here. I will check that. MBL Hari Krishna, I will check. तो ये जो क्लासिकल का इनका हो गया. हरि कृष्ण एमबीएल देखता हूँ मैं है क्या इसे इधर. हरि कृष्ण एमबीएल नो हियर ऑनवर्ड्स आई थिंक Maxim or Hikaru. Maxim Ian. Maxim 11. Maxim Wesley. नहीं है शायद. हरि के आ रहा है. हरि कृष्णा नहीं है. Maxim नहीं है. Hikaru Ian 11. So Wesley. I don't think it is there. Okay, never mind. Okay. Going back to the classics. Now, the old moves are here a3. This was played frequently. Now, after bishop a5, you can go bishop d3, you can go bishop to a2. These are the moves. a5, then bishop d3, bishop a2 moves. But now, Petrosian played a new move. So, I will come back to that. Give me 1 minute, I will be right back. Okay. So it was there at last. Did I miss that? I will see. Did I miss? Oh, Pentala. That is I am looking for Hari Krishna. So it is not Hari Krishna. It is Pentala. Okay. So this is the game is there. Pentala Hari Krishna is white. Oh, this is all known solution theory. It is all well known. So I believe the position that trading the center pawn for a wing pawn is not good. Black should be comfortable here. Black's main problem is development. Black's main problem is he has to complete development. So risky. This is Pentala is taking risk. Very risky. I would say I'm not really convinced about the way the game is going on. Okay, now let us take a stock of the situation. Okay, perpetual cannot escape. No, I'm not convinced. This quality of the game is not good. It is not all these are forced. For example, I would say that there can be improvement here. This is improvement I can find. Now here, okay, this position okay. Why you have to take with the this thing? Now maybe here instead of playing this straightforward, straight bishop into why I must leave the d7 sir, why must it this thing? Why all this thing? The queen is better placed on d8 in that case. So here, what about the move here bishop into? Suppose I take the same position, I have d7 protected. Now if you take, I am going to take. The same variation, this is protected now. I saw two games. No, I am not very much impressed. These are very erratic games. It is interesting. I agree it is interesting, but not the best. See that game, Daniel Dubois, that e4 a6. Now all these things are very funny. Now suppose you play d4 b5. Now knight f3. Now bishop here bd3. All these things you see e6. You are playing something which is white is better. I would say white position is superior here. But in the actual game, black won the game. The game continued. I think castle c5 c3. Okay, take take. Now I think he played cd cd. Now he played knight f6. So he played rook e1 and he played pawn push. Some knight coming here. I think nd to something. This is how it went on. Now he played some knight move. This is how the game went on. But I think the position The white should have been better. And in the end, why he took lot of chance and black won the game. But Daniel Dubois defended very nicely the attack. So I will leave this. Then another game mm, I saw between So Wesley and long back, 2 years back. So Wesley, 1 year back maybe. So Wesley versus Pragyananda. So Wesley Pragyananda, that is say this variation. What I saw, e4 c5, knight f3 d6, some bb5 check. Now the standard move after bishop here, it is just equal. But you don't want equality. You want to play this. The idea I don't want to give, and if you want to give double bishop. So I think Praganand had the better game, but he mishandled. Played some a4, a5, erratic. There is no need to play some a4, a5 in that position. For example, if you go back to data, you may find that. I don't know whether it will be there. I will check that if it is there. So Wesley is here, and Pragananda is black, white. Mm, not there. It is not there. Paraguay is there. Or it is Ramesh Babu Pragananda. It could be. I don't know how do you spell. His name is Ramesh Babu or is the game Pragananda? I don't know. Ah, here it is there. Pragananda is there. Pragananda is white, so Wesley. This is the game I am talking. So here, now the whole idea that you want to play all the pawns in white square and give the bishop. Not good. Strategically, you have to castle and open the game. If you want to Sicilian को हराना है तो open ही करना है. Garry Kasparov has always punished the anti-Sicilian. He was the master of Nassdorf. Anybody avoiding Nassdorf, doing some C3, NC3, BB5, or Grand Prix, he was in the habit of punishing them. So ये सब नहीं चलेगा. You must play straightforward. So A4. What is the sense it makes? Now these two moves, I will tell you, this is the move that gave problem to you strategically. Okay, I'll flip the board now. Okay, it is gone. Castle. Now here there is no plan is available. If you play, then there is a weakness. If you play b5, pawn weakness is there. Now black's main problem is the development. How are you going to develop? Now playing e6 is not good. Then white will have a very easy game. So black's knight here, everything is okay. So a 2800 player will find the problem. Simple solution. Simple. I think the game is not out of control. But this is over ambitious. The position is just roughly equal. Still, I would say that you should open the game now. Now you should still open the game. Then S3 is a good move, stopping bishop G4. D4 is a good move. But this is now A4, A5. In the Benoni structure, it is good. But here, now the problem you will face about this pawn. You see, bad move. Premature. The initiative white is doing premature. Okay, if it is a big game, you can go for knight into pawn for exchange sacrifice. Knight into rook, then knight into bishop, and pawn into, and maybe you can play some b6 move or maybe some bishop move and then collect the exchange. But why you have to take risk? When this pawn is, you always will have problem. Why you want to give? This is interesting play. This gives interesting play. Now pawn into, knight into, and now queen into a8 will come. But why? When the position already good, there is no need to complicate. Already this burden, he has to take the burden. He has to do this overextended pawn. So simple move here, rook. Now knight into pawn is a threat. Knight into pawn is a threat now. I mean, after knight into bishop, took. Now black is better. You better defend the pawn. No, this is now overplaying. Now another burden. Now already you have a worry. You are taking another worry. F6. This is going to be a headache. This pawn will be a headache. This pawn will be a headache. So defending both the points. White is a very young grandmaster. So I justify because of his age he is playing for like active anyway. Already now the heat is feeling. Knight c7 is coming. Now knight c7, you have already a problem. You have knight if you even if you come, the knight will come, knight d8 will come. ये pawn तो 12 का भाव में जाएगा. So knight. The e5 knight is well supported by the bishop behind. Again playing very actively. Again playing very correctly. Good move. Seizing a central square. Now the bishop is doomed to passivity. This is a weakness. This is a weakness. This is a weakness. And F line. Minus plus. Now the pieces are not coordinating. So it turned out badly. Now tempo. So you will try to utilize rook b1, rook b6, rook b3. कुछ नहीं होगा. The consolidation. He has one material. Now white's only chance. The king side is weak. I mean the rook's position here. Rook is here. The knight is here. And the bishop is queen. And all this is okay. But you will not get time. The whole point is, it is if you black will waste one move, white will be winning the game. One move you waste, he will consolidate. So black does not give time. Idea, rook s3 going for the kill. So, okay, if you play rook s3, h6 is there. h6. Now it is gone. The simple threat is queen exchange. Now he is simply threatening queen exchange with a decisive winning advantage. Queen attack. अभी गया piece चला गया. Okay, now here the piece is lost. The bishop. So the reason for losing is you do not have to play that a4 f5 move. Now the bottom of a4 f5 is the move. I don't know who is this annotation. I have not seen, but actually this is the real problem of this. Why you have to play this move? Why? एक तो खेला and now here second. This is bad move. It was there at last. Yeah, it was there. Okay. Let us see Petrosian Balasov game. So this is okay. Now here the standard move is to play a3. The old move was a3, then bishop goes to a5, then bishop d3. This was Grigoric versus somebody. Then Yusupov found that here that bishop a2 is even stronger because bishop remains in the long diagonal. Maybe I should show those two games first. Those two games first. Grigoric, Grigoric and Yusupov. A 1970 Grigoric. So here in this position he played a3 and now bishop d3. The difference is that now the pawn is controlling the square. So white will have a very comfortable plan. Very comfortable plan. E4, e5. Okay, pressure on h7. White stood better. The point is, after the move, now he gets a double attack. Sub comes, now double attack. Queen, now attack on the d4 and threatening queen check. So white got the initiative. Better. Now he will get the pawn and the piece also. Extend the milega, d7 pawn also. White outplayed completely. Winning. That means the idea of a3 works well here so that you get to control the square. A3 was a good move. This was a good move. And here after bf5, instead of playing bd3, Grandmaster Yusupov found an improvement here. He thought that there is no need here. He made these mistakes. All these are mistakes, wasting time. So there is no need. He could have played here h6 and the game is difficult for white to win. So Yusupov found an improvement. What is that? After the move a3, bishop a5, Yusupov played bishop. Very well played. Now giving a threat. Bishop g5 is a threat. So white center is better. White has got center and attacking chances. These two pictures are simply not doing anything. Spectators, they are on the board only, watching the other pieces. No activity. Whatever you do, now action, but now where the bishop is going. Now b5 will come next. So I think he has to repent for the decision. Knight into rook, queen attack. White has got terrific bishops and exchange up. White has bishops are fantastic and also white is exchange up. Should win easily. Winning. Now leave the support. Rook e2 will come. Rook c7, rook e2 or rook c5, rook e2 is finished. Anyway, this is finished. So this was an improvement by Yusupov that a3 and bishop a2. A3 and bishop a2 was an improvement. Grigoric moves bishop h pawn h6. So here in this Petrosian game he found a new idea. Petrosian Balasov, a new idea. Takes. Now bishop d3. No need to open up. No need to a3. Takes. Now this is standard. I want to now consolidate knight coming to p4, knight d5. Eh? The main position rook e1 is the main line, controlling center. Knight into d4 is a blunder, of course. Take and check. The idea is to play queen d3, bg5, rook d1, etc. In next move, he wants to play that like Smith's law, like this mate threat. He will come here and the rook d1, rook queen e3, and just like Smith's law, Karpov. Timing. The black lost the sense of danger. Black lost the sense of danger. Now d5 comes, it is crushing. Now, because of the position of the pieces, the pressure, this is tied down. That means knight cannot take it, queen cannot take it, pawn cannot take it. Now you cannot take either way. If now knight into mate, if queen into is not possible. Now pawn into also bad. Forced to weaken. G6 is worse. After G6, I think rook into will win. Because you have to take and that walks into back rank तो नहीं है ना knight e5 should win the game. So you cannot do G6. That means आपको मजबूरन खेलना पड़ेगा. तो ये गया. Mate threat, not mate threat exactly. Just pressure. Now threatening bishop into f7. Bishop f7, then queen h7 is winning. Forced. What should you do? Choice is yours. I want to see how you play as white now. Arman Naran. Hello Devang Makwana. Now, what will you do now? World champion is world champion. Play like a world champion. All this is forced. By the way, right from d5, all the moves are forced. Right from d5, here, all the moves are forced. You cannot take knight into, only move. And now, only move. You can't play g6, rook into e7. Now, knight into, queen into, only move. Now, again the only move. You cannot play bishop into, in d5. f6 is bad. f6 में mate हो जाएगा. So, this is bad. Now, threat bishop f7, forced. And now queen. Threatening queen g6. Queen g6. So, only move. So, queen e4. The key is queen e4. Now, after this move, piece sacrifice. What a lovely sack. If you take, mate हो जाएगा. If you take, you check, bishop here, idea that the queen check is coming now. एक move का mate. And now you हिलाएगा, तो queen check आएगा यहाँ से. So, there is mate threat. So, only move. Only move to stop mate threat. No other move. If ND8, some coming, some knight check and winning. If you do any other move, some either queen check is queen check winning. You play here queen d5 or c4 winning. The only move to stop queen is 6. But then queen check, the only move. Now finish. You have to now control e6 which he cannot control. Fantastic. And here bishop into. Now, if you do not accept, now rook is attacked, you will lose material. You come here, you lose pick up material and winning. That हो जाएगा. So, a fantastic game. Series of 4. That means when d5 comes, it is the death knell. So, d5 is the coffin पे nail खिला ठोक देगा. So, a game of Karpov and Smyslov का भी मैं दिखाऊंगा. Fantastic game. This is beautifully played. Beautifully played. Maybe I'll show. I will not get time to again remember. Maybe I compose myself दिखाता हूँ. Anatoly Smyslov versus Karpov. No? वही प्रॉब्लम है, नहीं है इधर, इसमें आई डोंट थिंक इट इज हियर. ओके, मे बी इधर रहेगा. देयर इज अ फाइल IQP का है. आ, हाँ, इसमें रहेगा. आई होप सो. इधर भी नहीं है. Compose my slow. So it is not there. रह गया. It is worth seeing because it is a theme. So my slow Vasily. So we have got same position IQP. Here main line rook E1. I told you the problem with if you play, then white gets an advantage after bishop E4. There is a problem. You can't play B6. You cannot play BD7. If you play B6, knight into knight, and BH7 check. So there is a problem. And if you play knight here, suppose you play knight E7, knight E5 is advantage to white. We have discussed all this in my previous classes. So this is bad. So he goes back. Idea, queen D3, BG5. White Anon, black Michael Adams, he played this. And a better game after this. This is again giving problem. Now after this, now B5 comes. Now if you come here, the knight attack, पहला में depend करेगा, मैं pressure लगा के. So these are the things. Now in the game he played bishop B7, bishop G5. Idea mate threat. Not mate, bishop into knight, piece threat. So here he comes. Now take. Idea, now queen will move from the line, prepare threatening to expand. Threat. You want to unpin that. Plus minus. The position is now plus minus. After the move, bishop, and now the d5 comes. Now it will have gone back. If you go back now, knight e5, white better. White is better. Now if you go queen the other side, now d5. The queen, the isolated pawn advances, this becomes too much. मारेगा तो mate हो जाएगा. If you take pawn into pawn, checkmate. So only move. D6. Very comfortable. Now all you want, the queen is reaching the back rank. So tempo and enter. Attack the piece. Enter. Game over. All over. अभी just जो मिलता है ले लो. ले लो. Take the piece and winning. One extra piece. So that lesson, what we learn, the isolated queen pawn, when it advances, it becomes too dangerous. Just like in the game, this Myslav Karpov, and also the game Petrosian versus Balasov. Spassky, it also happened Spassky Petrosian in the World Championship. It also happened Kasparov Karpov in the World Championship. IQP should be, you have to watch the advance must not be allowed. This is what happened in the Balasov game. The advance become too much. Rook e1, theoretically it is plus. Okay, I leave this one. Next Jang. So it is a hedgehog type position reversed. Now, if you play normal move, bishop coming here, and now d3 castle, now knight f3, knight d2. These are all hedgehog position. Hedgehog position. Knight, then queen b2, queen c2, castle. Reverse hedgehog, which is not bad because Fischer played it 2-3 times as white. He beat Anderson, Wolf Anderson. He beat some other player. So this is also okay. Normally Kasparov played this setup with black, hedgehog structure. But here there is a new concept. Now in the new concept. So now white spots that there is a target here. A target. For example, queen. Now you will expect that he will play some d3, knight f3, knight d2. He finds a new bishop d3. Excellent planning. Now he comes king to h8. Idea, the bishop into pawn, it is piece will be trapped. If you play, he will play f5. And if you play, the queen will come. And if you play, trap. This is the concept. So king h1, am I right? No, here this is the one I suggest. Bishop h3, take trap. So you cannot take the pawn. You cannot take that pawn. Now he plays good move. Bishop e4. You have a choice. You allow a fracture here or you play defend this. The correct move should defend this. After this move, a normal game will follow up. I may play here, I may play h4, I may play here maybe knight c3, whatever. This is the normal move. And white is marginally better. But he played a bad move. Knight. Now positional plus minus. It is plus minus. I remember, I beat a strong player, Dipan Chakravarti with this kind of structure. Same, some B3 line. I don't know whether it is in data. Good move. Now making the bishop bad. Now I think this is all, black is upset about the whole development. Now knight is the Taras formula. ये knight बेकार पड़ा है. ये pawns bad है. So already white has got superior position. So black got upset about it. And once a player gets upset, he start making bad moves. So good, bad. Good move. Idea, he says, don't go here, my friend. You should watch this queen is coming here. You better be careful. पहला कैसल कर लिया. Another good move. Why it is good move? You want to consolidate. I want the pawn on f3. And I want to use the knight to e2. Knight g1 e2. Good move. Preparing the knight coming, then f3 and knight e2 consolidation. So he says pressure. I think this is bad. The position that whole strategy of black is not correct. Bad move. At least now he should see the sense of danger. This is an under attack. ये threat है मेरा. ये threat है. So he should return. White is better but not winning. This position is better. It's a long way ahead. That he blundered now. A blunder. अभी पीस चला, exchange चला. This move and now trapped. Gone. The position was bad already. So you can see this is a new concept. The whole concept is here. This is a new concept. bishop coming to d3 instead of the regular hedge jump. I don't know whether I have got that game. I don't know. I will check whether I have got that game. Uh, yeah, hey, it is there. It is there. I guess it is there. I beat him Dipan in one tournament. Again, it was Commonwealth Championship, some or GM tournament at Calicut, probably 2001. I think I beat him, or 2002 or three. I beat him. So threat on e5, bishop into e5, threat on e5, and now I got a good game. Now I pushed this pawn, and now I got a good game because center is with white now. Good move. I just castle because with king in center you cannot complicate matters. It is bad to play. The bishop will open up. But after castle he played queen. Now there is a problem. Now the king is safe. I simply want to play knight into c6 and or pawn d4 and take the pawn. Good move. There is no attack. There is no. I believe there is no attack. Consolidation. Now white is a pawn up. All you need to bring back the queen into the game and complete development. Complete development. Intermediary move. Every exchange, the end game is coming closer. Intermediary move. If you take queen into, then queen d5, one more pawn. So, gone. This ending is hopeless. Now, one extra pawn. Well, all you need, bring your king to d3 and then double on the c line. कुछ नहीं अभी हो गया एक्सचेंज साक भी मार सकते हो जरूरत पड़ने पर प्लस माइनस एंड आई वेंट ऑन टू बीट हिम सो ये जो है Okay, Sayam Mehra now was Dipan was an IM. He was an IM, not a GM. Dipan was an IM. I beat him two times when he was an IM. A very talented player. Dipan Chakravarti is a very talented GM. Original ideas he uses, active style. Now here, Petrosian versus. Now this is semi-taras. This is a position semi-taras. White is slightly better here. This is not good. Up till now, black has played all right. You know, this position it is not. It is a reverse Queen's Gambit accepted type of position. So you should play now Queen e7, Queen e7, Rook d8. You know, this is complete development. A bad move. This is the point. White now seizes the initiative. Abhi Russian knight has entered here. I call when knight on e5, I call it a Russian knight established. उसको उठाएगा कौन? दूसरा प्लीज एक्सप्लेन. You cannot move the knight, then there is a problem. So हो गया plus. Center now well connected. Thereafter, what you should do, you plan to bring a rook on the third rank. or s3. Now knight and bishop are active, queen is active. So एक रूप चाहिए बस. How you bring it, that you plan it for white. So आया, बोला अभी exchange करेंगे. No problem, go ahead and do it. Because rook d2 is coming. Now if you take it, who will remove the bishop then? I am improving inch by inch. Well played. Well played, knight g4. Now a rook should come to third rank. Now this one, how many pieces in attack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll just pull the bishop and the attack starts. The attack starts. The rook is very well in this line. So black cannot wait. So here, this is the best way to play, but he made this bad move. And now after that, punishment was very strong. Now what is the idea of f5? Bishop f6. Now he was expecting rook cannot come third rank and piche jao. Here Petrosian gave him a jolt. Knight into f5. And if you take it, the bishop into f5, queen को क्या जगह कहाँ है? Queen का जगह कहाँ है? Square ही नहीं है. No good square. Rook d7, rook d3 क्रश हो जाए और queen g6 क्रश हो जाए. So he has to play bishop into intermediary knight into. You know, this reminded me that game white is Kobaliza, Mikhail Kobaliza, black is Dubo. Nice sacrifice. Check. Only move bishop g7. Mate threat. Only move. Now the point is you can get this piece. Check. But this is bad. You see, one psychological mistake. Now you have gone for attack. Then you should not think I am now two pieces down. अभी check में ये ले लो, attack खत्म हो जाए. You give a check king here. Okay. No, king will not come. King here. And you give a check king here. And you give a check, you run it. Attack खत्म हो जाएगा. So do not go for material. Now go for initiative. Now, no. Rook into pawn. अरे वही मैं कर रहा हूँ. Overwrite कर दिया है. Yes, I did overwrite. Okay, I will go back quickly. So here, knight f5. Intermediary move check. Bishop rook here. Rook into pawn. No, he played rook into pawn. Now king is cut off. King cut off. Mate हो जाएगा. Now bishop h6, he'll play rook check. And then bishop check. Queen check, bishop check, mate हो जाएगा. So this is killing. So in the game he played rook e6, he played in the game rook. But then rook check. And now check. And he resigned here. He didn't wait for bf5. Okay. So the whole point is, ये जो mechanical thinking है, ये जो position है, f5 is bad. Idea bf6. अभी क्या है? Thinking rook hotto. You move the rook. This is what happens. An unexpected shot comes. Yeah. So here, I like this game also. This is yet another beautiful game from Petrosian. You cannot take that pawn. RB1, RB7 is coming. So white's advance in queen side is a very standard practice in many of the English opening lines. White is better. Now g5 has to be covered. The point is the tactics will backfire. The black is not fully ready to open the game. So it looks good, but it's a bad. With king in the center, uncoordinated, this is an example that he will be punished. You don't have to expect that tum marega, tum marega. Why I should take it? Now h4, knight pawn into attack. We h5 open weaknesses. When you give to a champion weaknesses, they will finish, no matter who is on the other side. Now there are several weaknesses. Number one, the king is a weak point, weak point, weak point, weak point. This is jammed pieces and ready-made target. So here, after rook into pawn, bishop f5. So this is what black was banking. Black's next move, bishop g6, and black looks okay. Everything is all set. After bg6, knight e6, he will start playing. After bg6, after bg, but bg6 will not come. That he was planning bg6 and all set. So bg6 आएगा ही नहीं गेम में, बिशप आया, अभी रुक इनटू पान आ गया. अभी ये थ्रेट दे रहा हूं बाबू, ये मार देगा और दिस बिशप विल नाउ वॉच डिस्कवर चेक आएगा, खत्म कर देगा. सो मारा तो चेक. नाउ व्हाट यू वांट, आपको बस क्वीन चाहिए, क्वीन यहां एच फाइल में चाहिए और कुछ नहीं. सो आई वांट नाउ रूक, आई वांट अ रूक ऑन द एच लाइन, दैट्स ऑल. वो एच लाइन कवर कैसे करेगा, क्योंकि बिशप कैनॉट मूव, बिशप कैनॉट मूव. सो राइट देयर आइडिया वांट टू कवर अप, कवर काय का कवर. अभी नाउ रुक इनटू थ्रेट है, रुक इनटू थ्रेट, प्ले f6. इफ यू टेक वर्स, दिस इज वर्स, so play f6. Now f6 under 3 attack, outplayed, he has outplayed him. 3 attack, and if you take it, now this is knight into, I will take, then queen h6 will come. If you take knight into check, knight into check, queen h6 will lead to mate. So you cannot take that. Only move. अरे इधर क्या होगा, खत्म, रिजाइन. Rook is under attack, नहीं मार सकता है. And after this, now knight into pawn threat, bishop knight into pawn threat, bishop into pawn threat. ये मारेंगे तो मेट पीस चला जाएगा, सब कुछ चला जाएगा. बिशप चेक, यू नो, इफ यू टेक इट, क्वीन चला जाएगा. आफ्टर बिशप चेक, king has to move, knight check, queen gone. So the whole point is, ये जो है, these are the whole idea concept of opening the position with king in center. This is strategical error. These are strategic blunders, not tactical blunders, strategic blunder. First bad move, second bad move. अरे बेसिक डेवलप करो, कैसल करो, प्ले लाइक ए जेंटलमैन. Play like a gentleman, not like a street gunda. ये मैं दिखा दिया है, नहीं नहीं दिखाया. So semitaras. Now I would say there are two choices, e4 and e3. I prefer e3 because I feel that e4 modern chess is draws. This is not exchanging too many pieces. I like this. I discussed it yesterday, Smyslov's game. e3 is more sound idea. Bishop d3, castle, IQP लेके खेले. But e4. This is the problem. Check, castle. दो picks exchange हो गए. I would say here here, instead of this move, it is better to play here nd7, keeping the diagonal open. nd7, now castle, this is, he will play castle, now b6, now rook e1, bb7, rd1. This is how white should play, black should have open pressure on the position. Now rook c8, bishop b3, and now not this bad move. There is a problem here. Now queen f4, who is that? Rubin fine, white was careless. He started an attack. That is why you should wait with rook. The idea, now if you play queen f4, like careless Rubin fine, he will play queen. You play queen, I will play queen. No initiative. Play queen, I will play queen. No initiative for you. That is why the rook e8 is a perfect waiting move. Perfect waiting move. To meet queen f4 with queen f6. Okay, queen f4, queen f6. If you go here, मैं पीछा नहीं छोड़ेगा, उसका पीछे लग जाएगा. So this is important to have improvement. लेकिन वो गेम में ये अलग हुआ है. ये खेला knight. This is, I think, it is to white's advantage. Now the point is there is no pressure on the e4 point. Knight f5, your knight will remain out of action. You can see the game at Polugajski Tal. Polugajski Tal, there was a pressure, and in the game Spassky Petrosian also. So knight f5 I don't like. Okay, rc8 idea nf5 also. The d pawn advances. White is better. Central pass pawn. Fantastic move. Modern grandmasters, after the era 1950, rather 1970 onwards, grandmaster, they were looking to win the game and grab the initiative at the first opportunity. मौका मिलते ही बॉल को लेकर पोस्ट की तरफ जाओ. मौका मिलते ही catch the ball, run to the post. So grabbing the initiative. Now normal player will play bishop b3. A fantastic move. Queen attack. If knight into c4, queen f4 will come. Bishop into pawn into knight. Now queen f4. Knight attack, queen attack. Forced. So black got time. Now the position is plus minus. You will agree. Material is equal, but the centralized pieces, white has the pass pawn on the 6th rank. The position is plus minus. What white has to do? Now back rank is the only issue. The back rank clear kar dega. This is not issue. What is the plan for white? I am not asking moves. Don't tell me moves. Only tell me the plan. I have already discussed the plan to you. Such positions, I have discussed the plan. Now I want whether you remember my advice. White to play and win. What should be the method of winning here? What is the plan? I am not asking a rook e d1. It is a move. But I am telling you a plan. You cannot win. आप अकेला ये pawn से नहीं जीत सकते. This is a weak point for black. But rule of two weakness. Now you have to apply the rule of two weakness. अब ये weakness में नहीं जीतेगा. वो पकड़ के बैठेगा. So you need to create a target on the king. Then both weakness he cannot hold. The rule of two weakness. So first clear back rank. पहला जॉब बैक करने का लफड़ा नहीं चाहिए, बैक करने का लफड़ा निकाल दो। सेंट्रलाइजेशन, अगर आएगा तो इधर आएगा तो सीधा मार देगा 2 रुक के लिए, बेसिक है, बेसिक सेविंग, सो यू कैनॉट डू दैट। अभी एडवांस करेगा किंग से, सब रेडी, नाउ एडवांस द पॉन्स, h4, g4. You can see he has posted the king safely, brought the rook safely, and ruled only second weakness. You need to create weakness against the black king. तब जाके जीतोगे, only then you will win. Consolidation going on, full control. Now we can play g6. हो गया, अभी rook d7, rook f7, rule of 2 weakness. अभी गया 12 का भाव में गया, अभी या कुछ नहीं अभी। देर आर सो मेनी वेज टू विन द गेम, देर आर सो मेनी वेज टू विन। ही प्लेस इन अ स्टाइलिश वे, rook into pawn, idea queen f6 and checkmate. Idea one mate threat, then 2 mate threat, over. नो परेश कुमार, इट इज नॉट अ गुड आइडिया। ये जो है आप जो बोल रहे हैं, ये पोजीशन एक्सचेंज क्वीन इज नॉट करेक्ट। अभी ये पोजीशन में ये आया, सो इफ यू ट्राई टू एक्सचेंज क्वीन, ये गेम ड्रॉ हो जाएगा, 2 रूक एंडिंग। नाउ लेट अस से फॉर एग्जांपल यू प्ले rook c1, he will play rook here. Now you play some h3 back running, or you can come here also. No, this ending is very difficult. No, this ending नहीं होगा, ये ड्रॉ हो जाएगा। सो ग्रैंड मास्टर अभी ये सब सेटल पर रखा है, ये पैसिव है, तो अभी इसके आई हैव टू एडवांस द पॉन्स एंड क्रिएट वीकनेस, बट यू डू नॉट इन हरी टू पुश दैट पॉन, स्लोली, स्टेडीली, सिस्टमैटिकली, rule of 2 weakness, 1 back rank clear. Now centralization, then improve the position, another rook comes, now again the king comes, again you never know, so no check position. Now it's time to advance. Now is the time to advance the pawns and create a second weakness. I showed you the game, Spassky, Karpov Spassky, then Botvinnik Jagroski, rule of 2 weakness. So very nice position, very nice. Okay, next. Zubozovic. So it is all correct. Now you should not play bishop into knight. This is not correct. I think I did this already yesterday. Yesterday I did it. So एक ही गेम बचा है, तो then I will पेट्रोशन का खत्म कर लेंगे। So this is an active line, classical line, and bishop a6 is active line. The main idea that if you will play queen to c2 or b3, now he will play bishop, and now on bishop g2 he can play c5. Now d5 is not coming. If queen was there, then d5 is coming. Queen is there, d5, pawn into pawn, knight h4. But now d5 cannot come because 3, black has 3. This is the main idea, bishop a6. So you have got here b3 is there, nd2 is there. आपके पास b3 है, nd2 है. So b3. Now d5. Now if you play knight here, it is bad. bb4 will come. It is a bad thing. So going idea, pawn into pawn, knight e5, I will recover. If you play pawn takes pawn, knight e5 is coming. So you press check. Now c5. Actually, it is not a correct move. This is unnecessary capture. अभी ये पोजीशन में there is no need. First of all, ये जो पोजीशन में you should play bd2. The idea this is bd2 is more correct. After bd2, he will play queen e7, or maybe he will play the c5. Maybe he will play c5. This is more correct to play BD2. Unscientific move, not good move. Reverse. If you play knight D2, bishop C3 is coming. If you play that Benjamin, who is that? I showed that Siraji Benjamin game. Siraji Benjamin game दिखाया था आपको. ND2 and he lost the game. Okay. So here he plays bad move. Unnecessary capture. Castle, castle, now knight. Okay, the position now equal. It is not that it is big plus. Now black has equalized already. Now this is bad move. Another bad move. You should have played here knight a4 first. First the knight a4 and you come, then you play pawn n2. What is the difference? What is the difference you will see? And now here instead of playing knight a4, he played pawn n2 pawn. And now pawn n2. And now there is a big difference. The point is I don't have to move the bishop. Now the rook, this is the point here, and now center plus. अभी डिफेंड करते करते दम निकल जाएगा. Now how to defend? Your rook should not come. तभी ये bishop is watching this point, so this is a target. तो अभी इसको knight has to come back. What else? Even if you bring rook here, another rook is coming. Knight has to come back. But then rook, actually here itself combination, the problem is rook, queen or rook. Even this is plus, even this is a plus, but this is interesting idea. Third attack, you are forced to play re1. This is the one now, our big point. Uphill hill, अभी उसको you exploit करना है. So knight c2. Idea, decoy the queen against the rook. Decoy the queen rook. ये मारेंगे तो बिशप इंटू पान आएगा. बिशप इंटू पान आएगा. आइडिया d4. अब ये मारेंगे तो ये नाइट चेक में मेट मेट या क्वीन. अब यू कैन नॉट कम चेकमेट. सबको स्मॉदर्ड मेट मालूम है. ऑल ऑफ यू नो स्मॉदर्ड चेकमेट. क्या आएगा? स्मॉदर्ड. स्मॉदर्ड. सो ऊपर आएगा तो मेट होगा. ये ऊपर आएगा, इधर गया तो क्वीन फॉर्क. नाइट चेक. नाइट चेक में क्वीन गया, क्वीन चेक में मेट होगा. इधर आएगा तो मेट हो जाएगा. क्वीन चेक, देन रूक चेक, नाइट बिशप चेक, मेट हो जाएगा. So you cannot weaken the position like this. That means ये नाइट आया ना, he dare not capture. तो एक्सचेंज गया, गेम खत्म. खत्म. अब क्या रखा है? So all the culprit, you cannot play mechanically. मारना नहीं है. ये जो है शॉर्ट वर्क कर दिया स्माइसलोव का. ये जो है दिस इज फर्स्ट बैड. अननेसेसरी कैप्चर, कोई जरूरत नहीं था. ये पहला बैड मूव है. ऊपर से ये सेकंड बैड मूव, माइनस हो गया. Yeah, some sort of Bogo Indian. इन्हें दिखाया स्लो शूटिंग? नो, नहीं दिखाया. I showed this yesterday. Guess I showed this. Okay, I will continue tomorrow. I will check some more games of Smyslov remain. I think it is interesting. You will find it interesting. So see you tomorrow morning 9:30 for the next session. तब तक सबको मेरा नमस्कार. Take care and bye.